Hello everybody, Donkey here, and yes, we are back with some more Train Sim 2021. And this time we are on the York to Peterborough line, and we have this Class 66 in EWS livery. And this scenario is called Marshgate Freight. I think we're just sort of exploring the freight yards today. We have these what look like Mark 1s, I think, on the back here. They've got that sort of sharp Mark 1 look. But yeah, I think we're just exploring the yard today with the Class 66, moving these coaches around. But before we get into actually doing the scenario and finding out what we're doing, I just want to say, if you are a new viewer and you haven't already, please subscribe down below. It's completely free, and we're trying to reach 1,000 subs. Alright, let's jump in and get going. Okay, so stopping down there, drop off, stop, couple. So yeah, we're doing some sort of shunting today. They are Mark 1s, deposit the Mark 1s. Speed limits of 10 and 5, so I believe this is quite a difficult mission from what I gather. What do we need here? So we'll get yard work on the go, because we're doing yard work today. Cab lights on, excellent stuff. And I think we're all ready to go here. I'd like to do the speed set if I could, but I don't think it actually works, which is unfortunate. So we will come off the brake and let that come up. And then give it some power. And away we go. So we have got a 30-mile-an-hour limit coming up. That's not going to be just yet. And we haven't taken a Class 66 out for a while. It is my all-time favourite loco, the Class 66. And I haven't taken it out for a while. If you asked me if I could drive this, if you plugged me inside a Class 66 in real life and told me to drive it, I could probably get it moving. It is one of those locos that I have driven a lot of. And it would be cool to be a Class 66 driver, to be honest, in real life. If I ever got that opportunity, I'd definitely take it. I bet it's long hours though. Alright, where are we? So we're still 1 mile away. It's a carriage repair by the sounds of it, so these Mark 1s are probably going to get a refurb or something. If there's a Class 66 and HST on here, it's probably... This is probably set about late 90s, early 2000s, so by this time the Mark 1s were probably getting a bit old and a bit crusty, and they were probably looking to either refurb them or completely phase them out. The Mark 1s had been around since, well, Steam days. I think by this time, early 2000s, they probably had the Mark 3s, I think. I can't actually remember. But I always like seeing a Mark 1 coach. They've got a different look and feel to something like a Mark 2 or a Mark 3. They're a lot more sharp and square. and they just remind me of sort of the old Steam days. We've got a yellow, so we're probably coming to a stop in a sec. This scenario looked a bit interesting, so I thought I'd take it up. I have a lot of scenarios in my list of scenarios, and this one stood out to me this time. I haven't really got an order that we're going in. We used to do them by route, so I'd try and do all the scenarios in said route, but it was getting pretty boring like that, because we were basically playing the same route over and over again. I've started to mix it up now, so we'll play different routes and different things here and there, and then jump back to said routes. But I haven't really played the York to Peterborough modern. That's what this is. I haven't really played this line too much. But it's nice to see that there's a few scenarios on this with a 6.6. So we will eventually get through all of them. So if you do want to see more of the 6.6, hit that subscribe button down below. Also go to the channel. I have done many videos on the Class 6.6. So if you want to watch any of them, they will be on the channel. So you should go check them out. You should put it on goods. Okay, so I had to set the points down into the yard, and we're now going backwards into the yard, which normally you'd be able to see in the mirror, but I can't see anything, so we're gonna have to go for this view as we go back here. The point should be set correctly, so I shouldn't have any problems. But I thought I had to wait there for a train, but I had to go backwards, which I've sorted the points out for that now. Should be on the right track. I hope so anyway. Oh, we were supposed to be doing 10 through here. My bad. Okay, we're inside the wagon repair, and there was a real nice coach on the side there in green. I'm not really too sure what it was. Drop off the coaches. Okay, excellent. So we can couple from here. There we go. We've uncoupled, and we're going back over to there. Got it. Let's make sure we're alone. Yep. And I thought I had this set to... We'll just set it to that. Yeah. Right, and we're stopping just over there. And then we're coupling to some other stuff as well. Marshgate, Marshgate. So it's very much a yard scenario, this, which I don't mind a bit of shunting and yard work if it's interesting. Oh, there's that there. I don't know what coach that is. Coach 1? I don't know. Looks cool though. You see them all the time in on train yards. People use them. I think the train yards use them for storage and stuff. I should have really checked the points were set correctly. Really. Alright, we've got to go back down there. Okay. So I imagine we're going to be stopping in a sec when we get down here. Big old heavy beast, the 6.6. Right. So we'll go over here then. Speeds up quite quick with nothing on the back. 6.6. Well, we're only supposed to be doing 15 through here. And we'll bring it down slowly. We're collecting some wagons, I think. It might be these guys here, these sort of steel log wagons. I forget the name of them. We're supposed to be stopping here. Okay. I think we can keep going for the time being. Because we've got to get onto there, I think. It's a couple to them. Yeah, so we've got to go down to the round next to us. Which I've got to check if that is set right. Not, so we want to go into here. And then we'll reverse back down here. Okay. This is quite an interesting scenario. Now, it was a bit of a red scenario, probably for the difficulty of doing all this. So yeah, this scenario is not for the faint-hearted if you don't know how to use the point systems, or if you struggle with that. It is a red scenario, but I imagine it's just red because of the complexity of trying to figure out how to get to where you need to go. But it's quite enjoyable. It's quite a challenge. It's quite fun when you know, it's not just a solid straight run for an hour at the top speed. It's a nice change to be doing these sort of low speeds, using my brain to try and figure out where to go. I can stop anywhere in here, I think. It might have to be in the yellow section. We don't want to be coming up to these wagons too harshly. Okay, so we've stopped here in the yellow. I think we are waiting for something now, are we not? We are coupled. There we go, and we're dropping them off over there. Excellent. And then, so apparently we failed to stop at stopping point 1. Which I tried my hardest, but I think we'll fail the scenario because of that. I've had it in the past where if one objective isn't completed, we fail. But that's okay. I don't really play to succeed or fail. I just do it for the videos, really. So. But yeah, if you're ever in that situation where you completed the scenario and it's not giving you it because it's failed, it's because one of the tasks was not completed. I tried to stop at stopping point 1, but it sort of told us to go to here before we had a chance to stop. So I don't know, but. Yeah, if you're ever in that situation, that is why. And we got a minus 500 for something we did. I'm not really too sure. Something to do with an error. No, it would have been stopping point. We had to stop at stopping point and then go stop at here. We didn't do that. That would be the minus 500. Okay, apparently we're dropping these off. I swear that's the end of the line there. Actually, there is points there. Let's just check it out. Okay, there is actually points there, so we can pull forward a little bit more. Don't know if we're going to get all of these in here. As long as the back is, yeah, the back's in. Right. Uncouple. Okay, we've got to run around and attach to the other end. So let's just make sure we can get there. Yep, so we want to go up here, back, down, and then back on the other end. Yeah, okay. Definitely something I've never done before in this game, is try and use my brain this hard. It's not saying much, but usually train sims sort of sit back, set and forget, and sit back and just occasionally get involved when you're near a signal or something. But this is a bit more involved, which is nice. I do like this. I wish that Train Sim World would do stuff more like this. The moment the stuff they sort of are doing is, it's not the greatest scenario building I've ever seen. Okay. So, switch that, go right down to here, and then we can come back. Excellent. Now, we really don't want to hit this at like 10 mile an hour. Last time I was going a bit too fast, coupling to some wagons. I was doing about 7, 8, and I derailed the wagon, which is a complete fail on the end of the scenario. Usually usually you want to come in about 2 mile an hour. 3, 4 at a push, but really want to be coming in this slow. And I don't, well, usually you'd have to get out and couple the wagon yourself, but in this game you can't get out of the loco, so it does it for you. There we are, we're coupled. We can just make sure we are. Yep, we are. And we're going to over there, stopping point 2. So let's just show task. Stopping point 2, and as you can see, this blue line is already set for us, so I don't have to do anything with the points. It is already set, which is good. Big point work like that, they will usually set it for you in the scenario, so that you don't have to, you know, small point work like what we just did, they will let you do it yourself. Big point work like that, they'll normally do it for you on the scenario. But you've got to remember that these are sidings, so the points are manual. We'll probably be going onto the main line now, which the points on the main line will be run by a signalman or a computer, and a bunch of people in a room full of computers monitoring it. So they've probably already set the points for us, when in the sidings here we have to do it manually. But like I say, the scenario will normally set big point work like that for you. You don't have to do it yourself. And I think that'll be literally us. Quite an interesting one. I did like that sort of first bit with the coaches, dropping them off and stuff. That was quite cool. I think if I was to do this scenario again, I'd probably do it a little bit better than what I've just done, because I didn't really know what I was doing. But yeah, that failing to stop is basically gonna fail the scenario for us. It won't give us. I don't think it'll give us a tick on the scenario for that, which is fair. We didn't really do an objective. We're just rolling at this point. No power, just sort of maintaining our speed by rolling. Or coasting, as they call it. We're stopping just down here, 400 feet. Might overshoot a little bit. We'll give it about 4 bar. Should bring us just in. And it should tell us in a sec where to drop off these. There we go. So, where are we dropping them off? Let's have a look. Show task. Center player. So we're down here currently, and we've got to drop them off over here. So we're going to have to go forwards or backwards. We've got to go over to this line here. Somehow, which we're gonna have to go forwards, I think. Hopefully we've got enough to get off the points here to switch it, so we can go up that way. Let's try going forwards. Quite an odd bend there in the track. Sort of goes out and then back in. I suppose that was the only way to do it with the points there. And you can see this is a massive fiddle yard with big straight areas to store carriages, freight, everything. This will probably be a loco shed to the side as well. Yeah. You can see there's a couple of 6.6s there. We're dropping them off here. So I want to be careful we don't hit that buffer at the end, but I do want to try and get them all in here. Probably do there, to be fair. And check the front. Yep, we're off the points, which is good. We can leave them here, I think. And as you can see, that is the end of the scenario. So, if you enjoyed, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.